and suddenly women can, quote, do it all. What that means is they're expressing their authentic self, which is both their masculine side and their feminine side. But it becomes confusing because they're still women.
Modern men have it really tough. So what is your best advice to help a man stay attractive to his wife?
I'd love to take that one. And I think there's really two things that a man brings to the table besides the obvious thing that a woman doesn't have, right? Which is his masculine firepower in the bedroom. But it is...
Fireman.
I like the firepower guy. But that is obviously the thing that a woman needs and wants from her guy. So that's just baseline. The two things that a guy can do that make him really attractive to even the most modern, most emancipated, tough CEO type of a woman is to be a man who's on purpose, to be a man with a mission, to be a man with some passion that he's living his life for himself, and he is ambitious, and he knows where he's going and what he's doing. That is so irresistible to a woman. She just loves that man on purpose. So that's number one. That's what we love. Number two thing is a man who knows how to evoke his woman, his powerful woman's femininity. How can he make her, when she gets home from slaying her dragons, melt into his arms? How can he protect her and keep her safe from the world out there? How can he be the guy that she can just fully surrender to in all her adorable feminineness? How can she feel totally adored and sexually irresistible to that guy? How can she feel that when he looks at her, he's going, oh, yes, I love you for that. That is masculine strength that brings that feminine out. And so I'd say those are the two things, being a man on purpose and knowing how to elicit your woman's femininity.
Susan, I really love your answer, and I think there's a great deal of truth in it, but it also is a little bit overwhelming, not only for, I think, the marriage and a man who maybe hasn't found his purpose yet, but also for people who are dating and are, trying to find their place. I think one simple way that you can show safety to a woman is to take the bringing your own condom with you to your date. Because I think that so often I hear all the time with our customers at Lucky Bloke that the woman feels that condom purveying and bringing is her responsibility at this point. And I know that that makes her feel insecure often, and we are here to empower women about that. But at the same time, it's such a simple thing by saying, I'll take care of you, I want to have sex with you. It will help her to light up and to relax.
Masculine sexual leadership is taking care of your
exactly.
woman.
And I was just trying to point out,
with a good fitting condom.
Right, you might not need your purpose yet. That could be next.
You can just start with the condom. Well said.
I love what you said and what you said, and I think with my clientele, which is who are women who have been in long-term marriages, and they're just getting back out into it, they're needing a different sort of thing from their man. They definitely need the condom. I'm always telling them you have to have safe sex. I know you've been with someone 30 years. You have to protect yourself. You're a single mom, most likely, and it's a responsible thing to do. But for the man, I think for these women who are really empowered and can take care of everything and have often in the marriage, they've done everything in the marriage, including a lot of the men's role. For them, they want a secure man who knows himself. And I think there's nothing sexier than a man who knows who he is. And that it becomes a choice to be with that person as to a need, like I have to be taken care of, I have to be rescued. To enter into a relationship, they don't need anything. Most of these women are secure. They know how to run a house. They know how to take care of themselves. They now want to go back into a relationship because of choice, because they enjoy it. Mm-hmm. They want to get pleasure out of it.
I like when you say pleasure and you point to me.
You're welcome.
This is a big subject today because it used to be men had their role, women depended on men for finances and security. and suddenly women can, quote, do it all. What that means is they're expressing their authentic self, which is both their masculine side and their feminine side. But it becomes confusing because they're still women. And often what I find in my work and in my book, Beyond Mars Venus, it's all about how women have gone beyond the traditional role of femininity, but how to find their femininity, to find that balance. And this word about need, I see you have a little resistance to that word need. Because
Recovering perfectionist.
Okay. Well, we all have needs. I need your love. I need success. Need is vulnerability. And if you don't feel your need for a man, what job does he have? So many men, there's these strong, independent women who stay single, and they say, "Oh, men are intimidated by me." And some, sensitive guys are, but most men just go, "What's the point of being with her? She doesn't need me." Men, are testosterone wired. And part of when you're talking about safety, basically the real safety for a man today, for the woman who can do it all, is protecting her not from outside evil because she's pretty tough, but it's protecting her from him as she can express herself freely.
So if you're a modern guy and you're watching this video, the answer is clear from the panel. Be persistent, try a few menu items, things are going to get better. And if all else fails, call these guys. They know what to do.